Feel the weight of your body settling into the surface beneath you. Every muscle is softening. Your shoulders are melting down. Your arms are becoming heavy. So heavy now. Your legs are sinking deeper. The tension is leaving them completely. Your breathing is slowing. Each breath goes deeper than the last, filling your lungs completely, then releasing all at once. You are safe here. Nothing can reach you. You are held perfectly still. Your heartbeat matches the rhythm of this place. Slow, steady, deep. Now begin to notice the sounds around you. A low hum is present, vibrating through everything. It is soothing, warm, like honey flowing through golden chambers. This sound carries a frequency, 432 hertz. It moves through your body easily, tuning every cell to perfect calm. You do not need to understand it. Just let it work. Let it flow through you. Let it carry away what no longer serves you. Begin to feel yourself being drawn forward, not moving your body, but your awareness. It floats gently outward through the soft air into the space ahead. There is a grove waiting for you. The Threshold Grove, where amber trees grow impossibly tall. Their bark pulses with gentle light. Soft blue and gold veins move just under the surface, like rivers of starlight, flowing upward toward the canopy far above. The leaves shimmer when they touch the air, making tiny musical sounds, too quiet to disturb, perfect for deep rest. The ground here is different, soft, spongy, made of moss so thick it cushions every step. Even though you are not walking, you can feel its comfort, its coolness against your skin. Crystallized dewdrops are woven through the moss. They catch the light from the trees, scattering it in rainbow fragments. The air tastes rich here, thick with memory and time itself. When you breathe it in, you taste sweetness, warmth, like summer afternoons from childhood. The sky above is not sky at all, but silk, stretched wide, shimmering with heat. Warm glass colored in sunset hues, pink, gold, deep purple at the edges. It It moves slowly, rippling like water, but never breaking. This place holds you completely. Your body is still heavy, your breath still slow, but now you are here, in the threshold grove, where healing lives in every particle of air, where time moves like honey, thick, warm, safe. You do not need to do anything. Just be present. Just receive. The trees are humming now, joining the frequency, adding their own notes. Low, resonant, vibrating in your chest. Feel how it aligns you, how it centers your being. The moss beneath you shifts slightly, adjusting to hold you better. Dewdrops tinkle like tiny bells as they settle into new positions. Everything here responds to your presence, gently, caringly. The light from the bark grows softer, warming your skin without burning. Just comfort, just peace, just the feeling of coming home. Breath continues to deepen, pulling the healing tones inward. They travel through your nose, down your throat, into your lungs. From there, they spread throughout your chest, around your heart, slowing its rhythm, making it strong and steady and calm. The silk sky above pulses gently, matching your heartbeat, matching the hum of the trees, matching the 432 hertz flowing through you. Everything is synchronized now. You and this place, moving together, breathing together, healing together. Allow your awareness to drift higher, floating up through the tree branches, seeing the grove from above. The amber trunks stretch endlessly, their light creating paths on the ground, like rivers of gold, leading somewhere. But there is no rush, no destination, only this moment, only this peace. The leaves whisper secrets to each other in languages older than words, stories of countless visitors who came seeking rest and found it, just like you are finding it now. The moss holds memories too, of every body that has rested here, every breath taken, every sigh of relief. They are all stored in its fibers, woven into its cool embrace. And now yours are joining them. Your peace, your stillness, your deep calm. The frequency continues to flow, cleaning what needs cleaning, releasing what needs releasing, strengthening what needs strengthening. You do not have to help. You cannot interfere. Just allow. Just trust. Just receive. The warmth from the bark is reaching you now, through the air, touching your face, your neck, your arms, like a blanket made of sunlight. Soft, comforting, welcoming. The silk sky above ripples again, showing colors you have never seen, hues that exist only here, in this grove, in this moment. They speak directly to your soul, reminding you of joy, of love, of perfect safety. Your breathing has become a meditation, slow, deep, rhythmic. Each inhale brings more healing. Each exhale releases more tension. The cycle continues effortlessly, without effort, without strain. The trees are singing now, not with voices, but with vibration. The same 432 hertz, but shaped by wood and leaf, creating harmonies that touch your bones, that resonate in your blood, that heal from the inside out. You are becoming part of the song, not singing it, but living it, being it. The moss shifts again, cradling you more deeply. The dewdrops chime softly, acknowledging your presence, honoring your journey, celebrating your arrival. Time does not matter here. Minutes could pass, or hours, or lifetimes. It all feels the same. Eternal, complete. The frequency is washing through you, clearing old patterns, healing ancient wounds. You may feel tingling, warmth, a sense of floating. These are signs of healing, of alignment, of deep rest. The amber light from the trees is growing brighter, but it is not harsh. It is nourishing, like food for your spirit, feeding your deepest needs. For peace, for stillness, for complete surrender. The silk sky above begins to swirl very slowly, like cream mixing into tea. Colors blend and merge, creating new shades, new possibilities. Your mind is quiet now. Thoughts come and go, like clouds, without attachment, without judgment, just watching, just being. The trees continue their song. The frequency flows. The moss supports you. The sky holds you. Everything is perfect, exactly as it should be. You are healing. You are resting. You are home. You are safe now. There is nowhere else to go. Nothing pulls at you anymore. The world has settled into this one quiet breath. Let it hold you. Let it cradle the shape of your thoughts. Feel how the air moves differently here. Not fast, not slow, just full. Full enough to carry the weight of your eyelids, and soft enough to brush against the corners of your mind. You don't need to hold anything. You never did. Your body knows this already. It's been waiting for you to catch up. So let yourself sink into that knowing, into that trust. Let it rise up through your spine like morning light. Warm, steady, unhurried. There is no rush in this place, only depth. Depth that holds you like water, like breath, like memory. Now, feel the first thread of release. Not in your muscles, but deeper in the quiet chambers of your cells, where tension used to live like old furniture. Dusty, familiar, unnecessary. Watch as it begins to soften, one cell at a time. Not a decision, not effort, just a quiet uncurling, like petals opening underwater. Slow, graceful, inevitable. You can feel it in your shoulders first. A loosening, a letting go that travels inward through the fibers of muscle, down into the marrow, where even the oldest knots begin to unravel. without force, without strain, just the natural rhythm of release, like tides turning, like seasons breathing. And now, you feel the bed begin to shift, not moving, but rising gently to meet you, as if it too has been waiting, as if it understands. This is where you belong. Feel how it supports you, not pushing, not holding, just being there, like the earth beneath your feet, like the sky above your head. You are held, not by effort, but by presence, by the simple fact that you are here, that you have arrived. And now, the gravity well opens beneath you, not pulling, but receiving, like a hand cupping water, like silence gathering sound. You fall into it, gently, slowly, without fear, because there is nothing to lose, only what is ready to be released. Now, we begin to shut down the senses, one by one, like stars fading at dawn, starting with sight. Let your gaze soften. Let the edges of vision blur. Let color fade into warmth, until there is nothing left but the feeling of being seen. Seen by something vast, something patient, something that does not ask anything of you. Just the quiet knowing that you are here. And now, sound begins to withdraw, not disappearing, but folding inward, like waves retreating to their source. The hum of the world grows softer, quieter, until all that remains is the anchor, the resonance, the low, vibrant tone that lives in your chest. Steady, constant, safe. And now, touch begins to fade. Not the feeling of your body, but the need to feel. Let your hands rest, your feet settle, your breath move freely. There is no surface left to seek, only the deep comfort of being. And now, you enter the void, not emptiness, but fullness beyond form. A space where there are no edges, no boundaries, no need to move. Just stillness, deep and endless, complete. You float here, not in space, but in peace. A peace that has always been there, wrapped around you like a cloak made of silence. And in this silence, you remember, not words, but the feeling of home, the feeling of belonging, the feeling of being exactly where you are meant to be. And now, you sleep. You begin to notice how rest is not simply the absence of movement, but something far more substantial. A presence that fills the space between each breath with a kind of liquid stillness, like honey poured slowly through the chambers of your chest. This golden quiet has weight and texture and warmth. It settles into the hollows beneath your ribs and spreads outward through every fiber of being. You do not need to invite it in, because it was always there waiting just beyond the edge of awareness. Now it moves closer and wraps itself around your thoughts like a soft blanket made of sighs. The sensation begins at the base of your throat, where the first flutter of surrender lies. Imagine breathing in silk threads that catch gently on the ridges of your windpipe before unfurling deeper into the lungs. Each strand carries with it the memory of complete safety. They weave together inside your chest, forming a cocoon of pure letting go. Your heartbeat slows to match the rhythm of settling dust motes in sunlight. There is no rush here, no demand, no reaching forward toward anything at all. Time becomes elastic stretching, like taffy pulled between your fingers. Each second expands until it holds within it the fullness of an hourglass emptied. Now picture how rest tastes when it touches the back of your tongue. Slightly sweet, like the aftertaste of vanilla left behind by a warm breeze passing through an open window. It dissolves, slowly releasing hints of lavender fields under moonlight and the gentle percussion of raindrops against glass. You swallow and feel it travel down your esophagus, leaving trails of cooling calm along the way. It pools briefly in your stomach before seeping into the bloodstream, carrying its message of peace to every corner of your body. Muscles that were once clenched begin to soften like clay warmed by patient hands. Joints release their stored tension like old doors finally allowed to swing freely again. Listen carefully to the sound of rest as it settles into your ears. It hums low and steady steady somewhere between the notes of a tuning fork and the distant murmur of ocean waves. This frequency vibrates through bone and tissue, creating tiny ripples of tranquility that spread from your inner ear outward. Imagine these vibrations touching the delicate structures behind your eyes, causing them to relax and sink deeper into their sockets. Your eyelids grow heavy not from fatigue, but from the sheer pleasure of giving up effort entirely. They drift closed like curtains drawn across a stage, signaling the end of one act and the beginning of another. Rest smells like the first snowfall before it touches the ground. Crisp and clean, with undertones of wood smoke curling from unseen chimneys. It carries also the scent of old books left too long in sunlight, and the faint sweetness of dried herbs hanging in kitchen rafters. Breathe deeply and allow this fragrance to fill your nasal passages completely. Let it coat the inside of your sinuses with layers of comfort. Exhale, slowly feeling the warmth carry away whatever fragments of stress remain trapped in your system. With each out-breath, you become lighter, less burdened, more willing to sink into the embrace of this endless moment. Feel how rest moves through your limbs like warm honey poured over polished stone. Starting at your fingertips, it travels inward, tracing the pathways of your nerves with deliberate slowness. It pauses at each joint, offering lubrication and ease. Your wrists unclench naturally without conscious effort. Elbows straighten and shoulders drop several inches lower than they have been in months. Even your jaw unhinges, slightly allowing your teeth to separate and your tongue to rest fully against the floor of your mouth. This loosening continues downward through torso, hips, knees, ankles, until finally your whole body settles into perfect alignment, supported by nothing but the invisible scaffolding of pure relaxation. Inside your chest cavity, now imagine rest taking shape as visible light. Pale blue and gold swirling together like cream stirred into tea. Watch how it flows around your heart, tracing the contours of muscle and vessel with reverent care. Each beat becomes slower and more intentional, as if learning to dance again after years of marching. The light spreads further, reaching into the spaces between your ribs, illuminating organs that work tirelessly, even in sleep. Liver, kidneys, spleen, all bathed in this therapeutic glow that seems to whisper reassurance directly into cellular memory. They respond by slowing their pace, joining the general chorus of deceleration that echoes throughout your frame. Consider how rest might appear if you could see it reflected in water, not as ripples or waves, but as concentric circles of deep indigo expanding outward from some central point within you. Each ring carries messages of completion and satisfaction. They touch the surface of your consciousness briefly before continuing their journey beyond the boundaries of individual perception. Imagine looking down and seeing these rings emanating steadily from your core, like rings cast by a stone dropped into still pond. The pattern never changes, never falters, never speeds up or slows down. It's simply EXIST, Chinese letter, in its own perfect timing. Watching this display creates a resonance in your mind that matches the frequency of absolute peace. Notice how rest affects the quality of silence around you. Previously unnoticed sounds fade into background, while new ones emerge from the depths of auditory experience. The soft whoosh of blood moving through arteries becomes audible like wind rustling leaves high above. Your own breathing transforms into a symphony of subtle variations. Inhalations accompanied by barely perceptible clicks as air passes through nostrils. Exhalations producing whispered sighs that brush against lips and teeth. Between breaths lies a space filled with potential energy, not empty, but pregnant with possibility, waiting patiently for the next cycle to begin. Rest has texture similar to velvet worn smooth by countless caresses. Run your mental fingers across its surface and feel how it yields gently under pressure, then springs back perfectly when released. It clings neither too tightly nor too loosely, but maintains exactly the right amount of contact, needed for security without restriction. Imagine wrapping yourself in fabric woven from this material. It would adjust automatically to accommodate every contour of your form, providing support precisely where required. Seams would disappear because there are no edges, only continuous flow from one section to another. Wearing such a garment, you would move through existence cushioned against every minor discomfort. Think about how rest influences the passage of thoughts through your mind. Rather than racing past like cars on a highway, they now drift lazily like clouds across sky. Some dissolve almost immediately upon formation. Others linger, briefly casting interesting shadows before evaporating entirely. None cause disturbance because none carry urgency. Ideas float free from attachment and consequence, floating aimlessly until gravity pulls them apart molecule by molecule. Language itself begins to lose meaning, becoming instead collections of pleasing sounds, arranged randomly for aesthetic value. Syllables roll off the tongue like polished stones skipping across calm water. Rest changes the temperature of your internal landscape, gradually cooling areas that have grown overheated from constant activity. Places where worry used to nestle themselves begin to chill, pleasantly like rooms during autumn evenings when windows are opened just enough to let in fresh air. This cooling effect brings relief, not discomfort. Muscles that had been burning with accumulated tension finally get permission to return to baseline. Glands stop secreting excess hormones and resume their natural rhythms. Your nervous system shifts gears from emergency response mode back into maintenance protocol. Everything returns to balance effortlessly because resistance has melted away. Picture rest as having color properties unique to your personal spectrum. Perhaps it appears predominantly sage green shot through with threads of amber. Or maybe it manifests as deep purple infused with flecks of silver. Whatever hues resonate most strongly with your essence, those are the colors that will surround you now. Visualize these tones bleeding into view layer by layer, starting at the periphery of vision and working inward. They blend seamlessly, creating gradients impossible to define, yet instantly recognizable. Looking at this palette induces immediate recognition, akin to hearing. Your name called softly across crowded room. Rest modifies the very structure of time, making minutes stretch into hours, while simultaneously compressing vast stretches of experience into single moments. Witness how yesterday's concerns shrink until they resemble grains of sand lost in desert dunes. Meanwhile, the sensation of your feet touching floor expands, infinitely revealing intricate textures previously overlooked. Each square inch contains multitudes, including microscopic ridges, valleys, and plateaus previously hidden from casual observation. Examining these details closely reveals patterns reminiscent of geological formations carved by ancient rivers. Understanding emerges naturally without forcing analysis. Imagine rest possessing mass measurable, not in pounds or kilograms, but in units of profound satisfaction. Lifting handfuls of this substance feels surprisingly substantial despite its ethereal nature. It weighs exactly what you need it to weigh, neither too much nor too little. Holding it close provides grounding sensation comparable to pressing palms against earth after rainfall. Moisture transfers readily between surfaces, creating temporary bonds that last long enough to offer stability before dissolving harmlessly. This exchange nourishes both parties, equally ensuring mutual benefit. Rest communicates using frequencies undetectable by standard instruments, yet unmistakably present in bodily responses. Certain pitches trigger spontaneous yawning, unrelated to actual tiredness. Others stimulate involuntary shivers of delight, cascading down spine like electric current reversed. Still, other tones encourage tears unrelated to sadness, simply representing overflow from emotional reservoirs, finally given adequate drainage. Identifying these signals requires no special training, merely willingness to pay attention to subtle feedback loops operating continuously below threshold of ordinary awareness. Finally, understand that rest cannot be possessed or controlled, but can be welcomed and cherished. Opening doorways within psyche allows it unrestricted access whenever desired. Practice involves nothing more complex than choosing to stop resisting the natural inclination toward stillness. Doing so repeatedly builds tolerance for extended periods of non-activity. Eventually, distinction between active state and resting state blurs until both exist simultaneously within same field of consciousness. Achieving this integration represents pinnacle of human development beyond mere survival instincts. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. Feel how easily the thoughts in your mind can simply release. There's no need to hold on to anything right now. Not tension, not worry, not even the sound of my voice. Just let it all drift away like mist lifting from still water. You're safe here, wrapped in something deeper than fabric, deeper than any blanket you've ever known. It's a warmth that comes from within you, a quiet knowing that everything is exactly as it should be. Let your breathing deepen just a little more. Let your shoulders drop another inch. And as they do, feel how much lighter you become. Not physically, but in spirit, in presence, in trust. This space between one breath and the next is where healing lives, where time slows down enough for your soul to catch up, where every cell in your body begins to remember what peace feels like. You don't have to search for it. You don't have to earn it. It's already here, waiting patiently beneath the surface of your everyday thoughts. Now imagine a gentle current moving through you, starting at the crown of your head, flowing slowly down through your face, your neck, your chest, carrying with it a sense of release, of letting go, of settling in. This current moves through your arms now, through your hands, your fingers, and out into the space around you, as if you're gently releasing everything you no longer need. The same current flows down through your torso, your stomach, your hips, your legs, all the way to the soles of your feet. And there, it pools softly, like warm honey, like sunlight resting on your skin. You are held completely, quietly, without condition, not by anyone else, but by yourself, by the part of you that has always known how to rest. There's nothing urgent now, nothing that cannot wait until you're ready, nothing that needs your attention except this moment, and this breath, and this heartbeat. Listen to how steady it is, how sure, how certain, even when your thoughts may wander, even when the world outside may stir. Your heart keeps beating, calm, sure, true. And just like that, you begin to notice how much quieter everything becomes. Not because the sounds disappear, but because you've shifted, moved inward, found a deeper layer of listening. This is your sanctuary, not built from walls or rooms, but from intention, from choice, from the simple act of saying yes to stillness. Yes to this moment. Yes to your breath. Yes to your body. Yes to the quiet. And as you say yes, you feel yourself sinking a little deeper, not falling, but settling like a leaf landing on a calm pond, ripples spreading outward then stillness returning. You are not separate from this peace. You are not trying to reach it. You are it. Right now, in this breath, in this silence, the resonance continues, whether you hear it or not, whether you remember it or not. It pulses quietly through your bones, through your blood, through your dreams. Your body knows this rhythm, has felt it since before you were born, before language, before thought, before the noise of the world began. So there's no pressure to understand, no need to analyze or question. Just allow yourself to be present with it, to feel it move through you, to trust what it brings. This isn't about fixing anything. This is about remembering. Remembering that you are whole, that you are loved, that you are safe. And that safety doesn't come from outside, though sometimes it helps to lean against something solid. Sometimes it helps to hear a voice that reminds you. But ultimately, it comes from within, deep within you. There is a chamber of stillness, a place untouched by chaos, unmoved by change, where everything is always okay. You don't have to build it. You don't have to protect it. You simply have to return. Again and again, whenever you wish. Like coming home to a room you haven't visited in years. But somehow, everything is still there, still waiting, still warm. This is that room. This is that space. This is that feeling. And whenever you need it, you can find your way back. Not through effort, but through surrender. Through a single breath. Through a moment of stillness. Through the quiet recognition that you are enough. You are complete. You are grounded. You are free. And now, as we near the end of these words, know that the resonance doesn't stop. It simply shifts from spoken to silent, from heard to felt. Your body carries it forward. Your heart remembers it. Your soul integrates it. So there's no rush to leave. No hurry to return to the surface. You can stay here as long as you like, bathed in this warmth, held by this stillness. When you're ready, you'll know, not because something changes, but because you choose to move. Until then, rest easy, breathe deeply, trust fully. This peace is always here, whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket, like a door that's always unlocked. Sleep now. Close your eyes. The story continues in dreams.